No, sit down! Do your review!
Hey. The Devil Wears Prada, Dead Throne review. Right the fuck now. It was released in 2011 from Ferret Music. Like I said I did another review of this band. They're a metalcore band from good old Ohio, Cincinnati Reds fans. I want to get right into it. The first track on this album, well, alright, hold on, pause, stop the game for a second. I'm going to say that really the only album that I fully really listened the hell out of and really completely know a lot about is Plagues. So I'm going to be comparing this one to Plagues a lot, or quite a bit, or a couple of times, but you get the point. I'm going to get right into it. The title track is the first track on this album. Right away you hear some sort of tribal sounding, really getting you pumped up drum beats, and then I don't know what happens. It just breaks into this whole new band that's, you know, from Plagues. It's, who the hell are these guys? I mean, everyone has their hair cut, they're all looking grown up, and, you know, who the hell is this? This isn't the Devil Wears Prada, but it is. First of all, you may be confused thinking this isn't the Devil Wears Prada because Mike, the vocalist, that doesn't sound like Mike. That's not Mike. Is that Mike? That is Mike. He's using some different vocal styles. I'm not too familiar with vocal styles and such, but someone told me that he uses a vocal fry or something like that. I don't know, I just thought I'd throw that out there, but I'm really not all that familiar with vocal styles and whatnot. But his vocals sound different. His highs are, they're not as, his vocals aren't as raspy. They don't have that, you know what I'm talking about, that really throat rasp sound, like that dry sound. His highs seem to, they sound a little more clean-ish. It's weird. It's hard to describe, but they're just completely their own. I've never really heard highs like that. His lows, they sound like, you know, what someone would do when they're going for a low scream, but it just sounds like there's no guttural, from the gutness about it. It just kind of sounds like he's going for a low scream, and it's kind of empty sounding in a way, but it still really matches the music. What else? From the first song you really pick up that this band is not who they used to be. They just go right for it, really. They have this driven riffs, heavy, grown up, really just, we're going to be a metalcore band now. We're going to be metal. You know, not they weren't metal before, it's just now they're going to be like, you know, we're just going to fuck some shit. Before it's really cool, you know, they're having fun as kids and such, you know, coming up with funny names of songs and really being cool. I love the old Devil Wears Prada too. I love the new Devil Wears Prada. But it's like this change, you can tell right away. They really have these driven riffs. It's very mature songwriting, and they've really kind of grown up into this band that's, you know, this is what we're going towards now. It's not like, you know, we're on the edge, we're going to have some of the old stuff. This is kind of like, this is the direction they're going in now. A little more mature, a little heavier sounding, very, I love the production, very clean production, and the guitarists in this band, everyone in this band just sounds so clean, and there's no roughness around the edges, and it's just all right there for you, and it sounds really great. What else? Yeah, Jeremy and Chris have some really more direct riffs and such. The thing about Jeremy on this album is from Plagues and some of their older material, you're just waiting for a song, you know, it's coming at you, you're waiting for this, it just break into this, you know, beautiful, light, really nicely flowing part where Jeremy just wails with his beautiful voice, but it's not really there. It's there, but it's different now. Anytime they use that on this album, anytime Jeremy does his cleans, they're more of a metalcore-ish sounding cleans. They're not really break into this part where he just makes it flow and sound so nice. It's just kind of, they're still driving at it. They're still going. They keep all the momentum going, and he just, I don't know. It's really not slow in a way. Before they would just break into this really slow, beautiful part, and he would just, you know, sing, and it's very nice and very calming. But now it's just kind of, he adds some singing style. He adds some character to his singing. Not that he didn't have it before, but it's just that very, you know, not that I'm really complaining, it's just the way he used to sing. A lot of bands do that. They'll stop and then they'll just kind of go into this part. But here he really adds some character and some, I don't know what you would call it, just maturity behind it. They've grown up and they've realized, hey, we're gonna add some vocal hooks to these parts, and we're really gonna make them something different each time, rather than just breaking into this part and have it be this. We're gonna put something a little different here every time and really, you know, add something to it. But yeah, where was I going now? Jeremy. Yeah, I mentioned him. But this band has really just grown up, really. They've just matured their songwriting, and they, like I just said, they really have something that they're driving towards, you know. Danny Boy, he's still a really magnificent drummer in my opinion, very underrated drummer. You know, he still makes some parts his own and really adds to the album with heavy drumming and, you know, really, that's my phone, but my phone is vibrating, but damn it. You know, this band, this album is different from their older albums. Really, like I've said, to sum it up, it's really driven. It's really strong, it's really powerful, it's driven, they're going towards something heavy, and they have a very clean edge about it. And Mike's vocals are different. You could get into little things like Mike's vocals, the riffs are, you know, more driven and, you know, very powerful, and it's not like they weren't driving towards something. I feel like in this album it's very, it's hard to explain, it's on the tip of my tongue. They're driving towards something. The riffs keep flowing, and, you know, it's really, they have a lot of momentum, and that's another thing. They don't lose momentum when they break into the clean parts with Jeremy. It still keeps going, you know. They really just go the whole song. There's no stop, slow it down. They just go, in my opinion. They're really aggressive sounding and very, I don't know, they're, not that they weren't before, but I feel like this album really makes them a force to be reckoned with. Like, just, it's really something else, in my opinion. What else can I say? The instrumental, Kansas, that's such a beautiful instrumental. When I first heard it, this is, wow, this is really, you know, really something cool. That it's really relaxing and really nice and really well written, and it's so very, this band is just so listenable to me. It's very, you know, you listen to it, at least for me, I can't hate it, even if I tried, which I never really tried, but, you know, this instrumental is just so appealing, and it's so nice to listen to. It's so relaxing. But yeah, what else can I say about them? They show their direction. They're heavy. They're more mature. They don't, not that they've screwed around before, but they don't screw around at all. They're just going right for it. I guess to talk about how the band used to be, just a little bit from this, differing from this album. They used to be funny. Not that they aren't funny anymore. It's just they're funny. Come up with cool song names that are funny. Just joke around kids. It really shows this band has grown up into something that really just wants to bend you over and fuck you now. And I think that's really cool. I love how they've changed. I love what they've done with Jeremy's clean vocals, though. They sound a lot more metalcore sounding. Not so much as just, like I said before, you know, they have his own part of the song. It's really, they keep the song going. And it reminds me, for some reason, it reminds me of the way As I Lay Dying has some of their clean parts. It's just very driven and it's very memorable, but it doesn't take away from the rest of the song. It just adds to the song. But that's my review of the Dead Throne, or Dead Throne, not the Dead Throne. But I feel this album has a lot to offer. If you've hated this band in the past, this may be something that could really change your opinion about this band. They've changed so much that I can really say this is a different album than what they've written before. But all in all, I have to give this album a 9.26 out of 10, and I really recommend this band for someone that is very open-minded, but is willing to try something new, but you know, at the same time, I don't know. It's just for someone that wants to explore musical tastes and really get a cool band, I guess. But that's my review. Take it or leave it.
Go Sam!